Hello, beautiful manifestors. It is Olivia Grace, and I'm back with another video. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about how to shift your person, whether it is your SP or just someone in your reality. And I'm going to be doing my makeup because I'm about to make another video for you guys. So, yeah. If you're new here, I am Olivia Grace. This is the Master Manifestors channel. Here, I talk about law of assumption, manifestation, all that good stuff. So if you're into that, then I'd love to have you be a part of the community. Hello, everyone popping in. I do have ways that I can help you in the description. We are now enrolling for next month's group coaching. We are going to continue with the Godstate group coaching. So if you guys would like to sign up for next month, the links are in the description. All right. All right. Hello, Ash Lily. Hi, Nish. Hi, Lola. Hi, Bukola. Hi, Adioin. Hi, Miss Amy. Hi, Alexandra. Hi, Tava. Hi, Princess. Hi, guys. You guys are so sweet. All right, y'all. Let's get into the topic. Okay. Hi, Miss Wellness. Miss Wellness, are you July? Is that your name? Hey, Beauty Alchemist. You didn't miss anything. You're right on time. All right. Hi, Princess Asia. Okay. My contacts are blurry. All right. Oh, okay. There's someone I know. Her name is July Wellness, but my bad. Okay. All right, you guys. How to shift your person. Number one, start with yourself, okay? Start with yourself. This is probably the first thing that I tell every person that coaches with me is that your beliefs and assumptions, your specific beliefs and assumptions about others, start from your core beliefs about yourself, okay? So when you want to shift someone, you want to make sure that the concept that you have of yourself matches the concept of the person that receives that type of behavior, right? So for instance, if you believe about yourself that you're always friend zoned and you're affirming for so-and-so to commit to you without addressing the belief about yourself that you're always friend zoned, you might have a little bit more trouble, right? Okay. So start with yourself and make sure that the identity that you have matches the identity of the version that's getting the treatment or whatever it is that you want from the person. Okay. Obviously, work on your self-concept. And let's talk about self-concept and confidence really quick, okay? Because they are different. So your self-concept is what you believe about yourself in relevance to love, okay? In relevance to whatever it is that you are manifesting, all right? But in this case, in relevance to love, what is your beliefs about you and love? How does love work for you, right? And a lot of times these beliefs are not necessarily at the top of our mind, right? They can be kind of unconscious. But what are your beliefs about love? Now, there's confidence as well, okay? Now, confidence also will vastly help you when attracting anything, honestly, but especially when attracting people, okay? This is where they say to take them off the pedestal, but better yet, put yourself on the pedestal. When you understand that everybody is a mirror, right? So they are a mirror, not just of what you think about them, right? But what you think about yourself, okay? So if it's not just about what you think about them, it's about what you think about yourself. So once again, let's say if you're like, I'm always friend zoned, right? And that's what you believe about yourself, but you're like, but I'm affirming that he commits to me. But the belief that you have is that I'm not committed to, I'm friend zoned, okay? Or I'm not chosen, or however. Now, confidence, right? Let's think about this, like even that same belief, right? I'm always friend zoned. Now, if you think that I'm amazing, right? I'm the best, like nobody compares to me, then you're naturally going to believe that people are going to like you, okay? You're more likely to believe that somebody will like you and choose you and want to be with you if you think that you're a desirable person, if you see yourself as someone who is desirable, if you see yourself as someone who is valuable, right? Who is attractive, who is, and it doesn't even have to be physically attractive. You could just have that idea of people just like me, like people just, they just gonna choose, like for sure. Like if you have that feeling about yourself, it's much easier for you to attract people. Now, this isn't really about, oh God, this isn't really about what I'm about to say, this video, but I just want to say this, the desperation, okay? The desperation, the doing too much for the SPs is hindering you, okay? Every time you do too much, every time you text and calling and begging and crying and doing all that extra shit, you are furthering them on the pedestal. You are letting them know, like, look at this person, look how they simping over you, okay? Like, especially if the person is not even doing anything for you and they see that them doing nothing for you gets that kind of reaction from you. You know what I mean? So stop. I told y'all in the other video, it's okay. Like, we all sweat people sometimes, we all sweat people sometimes, but do it internally. They don't need to know that you're praying on every star for you guys to be together. Okay. All right. Okay. Next, what you know about them is just a story, okay? This is one of the biggest things that keeps us from shifting, right? What you know about this person, because we're like, but I know this person is this way. This person has always been like this. And so that's how it is, right? And so, but what you know, there are no facts, right? There are no facts. There is no, oh, this is just what it is. There are stories that people are acting out. There are assumptions and beliefs that they're acting out. And there's infinite realities, There's infinite oh, shit. There's infinite realities, okay? So this person exists on multiple dimensions just like you, all right? And so there's different versions of this person. I can't find my shit. Darn it. It's fine. I can't find my setting spray, but I don't need setting spray because I'm literally about to have this makeup on and make the video and I don't even need the makeup no more. Anyways, so yeah. We were talking about shifting subconscious beliefs yesterday. And I was talking about coming above the story, okay? Understanding that the story is not fundamentally who you are, okay? You are the storyteller and the character in the story at the same damn time, okay? So you're not fixed in the story. Y'all know that show Once Upon a Time? Actually, I should rewatch that. But the show called Once Upon a Time, and it's like a little boy who or it's like a storybook, like a magical storybook. And whatever he writes in it happens, right? But he's also a character in it as well, right? And that's how it is for us. Like, whatever you write, whatever you say is what it is. And this is the same for other people. Like, you have the ability to switch the character, the version that this person is showing up as. But you have to know yourself as the storyteller, okay? So, for instance, I like to use Cinderella as a reference, right? So in Cinderella, the evil stepmom was an evil stepmom, right? So she did evil stepmom shit. Cinderella, within the story of Cinderella, couldn't say to her evil stepmom, hey, why don't you be nice to me, right? Because that's not the role that she is. She's supposed to be mean. That's her role, right? So, but the writer of Cinderella could have said, I don't want her to be mean anymore. Let's have Cinderella's stepmom have a spiritual awakening, right? Like let's switch shit up a little bit for her. But the writer could do that, but Cinderella as the character in the story doesn't have the ability or the authority to do that. So you have to know yourself as the authority. How do you get the authority? You already have it. You just have to give it to yourself and know that this person, and in whatever way that they're expressing, is literally one out of the infinity of ways that they can express. Okay? Oh my gosh. I prefer to take some ayahuasca. I can't. Not Cinderella would have got a little hood. No, for real. They was doing Cinderella dirty. But, all right. So what you think you know about everybody is a story, okay? Now, I'm going to pause right here and circle back around to my first point, which is for you to start with yourself. And here is why, y'all, okay? When Neville say people have the habit of slighting the importance of small things, this is one of the things you might slight, okay? When you don't start with yourself, you continue to seek a validation and confirmation of something that you do not believe, that so that it cannot be reflected because it's not being expressed in you. Okay? So you continue to look for a confirmation or a validation that is not within you, and the chase and fail of that, the chase and not getting it, the chase, effort, and not getting it continues to further that belief that you're trying to get them to confirm to you. Okay? So the more that you chase this person and say, I'm trying to get so-and-so to commit, but your belief is, I'm always friend zoned, but you're not addressing that belief. So this person keeps telling you, yeah, actually, no, I only see you as a friend. And it just keeps going and going and going. The more that you play in that reality and stem from that and try and effort from that identity, the more it furthers the identity in you. Okay? The more it furthers the identity in you. So once you start with yourself, it's easier for you to persist. This is why people is like, it's so hard to persist. And one of the reasons why it's so hard to persist with the SP is because it is an emotional topic, right? But it's also hard. It can be hard because you're not starting with self, because you have a belief that is in complete opposition of what it is that you're trying to get this person to do. Okay? Okay. So what you know about them is just a story, all right? So you're the one that gets to change the story, okay? Ooh, y'all, my handwriting, like this shit like scratches. Like, oh, okay, in my defense, I think the pen was running out. Oh, okay. Create a new story, all right? Create a new story. Don't just get rid of the old story, right? Tell a new story. Who are they now? Okay? Right? Just like when I was saying with Cinderella's stepmom, she's not mean anymore. Well, what is she then? She had a spiritual awakening, right? It's with this person, and you don't necessarily have to say that, right? But who are you deciding that this person is? Right? Is this person someone who is, let's say, hot and cold, right? Is this person someone who is hot and cold? Are they? Or are they someone who's hot all the time, always knowing what they want, always choosing you, right? They always know what they want. Even revising, guys, that they've always been like this, right? It's always been, look at this shirt, always. It's always been like this. But, it's so hard to talk and do this at the same time. But yeah, they've always been like that. All right? They've always been the way that you are deciding that they are, okay? So create the new story. All right, and next and last is persist, okay? Persist. Yes, you do have to persist. This is the thing when it comes to the SP. But they're doing this and they're doing that and they're saying this and they're saying that. And what do I do then? You persist. You know yourself as supreme, okay? You know yourself as supreme. You know yourself as the storyteller and not just the story liver, okay? You know yourself as having the ability to change and to shift them. And you are doing this internally. You don't need to say anything to them. Okay? And not to say that you should not, right? But you saying things to them or trying to get them to do this or do that is not yeah, I can't talk and do this at the same time. It's not going to get you the best results, and it's going to frustrate you, okay? Because you're going to keep looking to them to do this or do that, but you need to be up in here. Now, I want to say a couple little tips, okay? See the SP that you're calling forth as its own version, okay? See him as his own self that is already fully like that. Because a lot of times when you're looking like, how can I shift this person to be like this? And that's going to take years. And oh no, but they've been like this forever. See it like they've always been like this, okay? Or see it, I'm sorry, like a parallel version of them that's always been like that, all right? And the next thing I'm going to say is, once again, to be like, really choose yourself. See yourself as a goddess, okay? Or God. I know there's men in here. See yourself as, like, y'all, if you did nothing else, honestly, literally, y'all, and really tune in when I tell you this, okay? If you did absolutely nothing else that I just said and started to really know yourself as a deity, as a god, as a goddess, as someone that, you're choosing how you ain't gonna fuck, bitch, I'm me. Like, if you felt like that about yourself, everybody else is gonna feel like that about you, okay? Like, that's when you feel like that about yourself, when you feel confident, when you feel like, of course, I'm the best choice, of course, that's how everybody else is going to feel about you, okay? And it's going to be much easier for you to make assumptions, all right, that are in line with what you want. Okay? Okay. All right, I'm about to look at some of y'all's questions real quick. And then, yeah. Wow. Mama K says, I'm about to literally walk in my first fashion week in less than an hour. God concept opportunities thanks to you, Liv. You're so sweet. That's amazing, Mama K. I can't wait to see the pictures and videos. Congratulations. That is huge. I love that. I love hearing you guys win, bruh. It's the best thing ever. Okay. I know I've seen some questions, you guys. Let me see here. Oh, that makes me so happy. So I know you speak more for women, but coming across you, I have more understanding. I've gotten into manifesting a year ago. Well, yes, I do speak mostly to women because there's mostly women here, but it's definitely not limited to women. I don't discriminate. Everyone is welcome here. But I'm glad that I've helped you though, for sure. Okay. Let me see. Can I attract the version of my SP even if there's distance between us? He's in another country. I get so emotional and sad. Negativity comes to mind because he's away, making me feel like it's over. Okay. So can you? Well, yes, you can, because time, even distance and space, are illusions, okay? You and your person, you and everybody are connected, okay? He is actually contained within your dream. This whole life is just your dream, okay? So it's what you decide. This is the thing, y'all. And this is what I was saying, that one of the things that makes it difficult with the SP situation is the emotions. The emotions make it hard for you to focus, right? But if you can focus, it's okay. The emotion doesn't matter. You just need to focus anyways. You got to. Like, and this is just the truth, you guys. Yes, it's hurting. Yes, you're sad. Yes, all this shit, right? Which is why, just to be honest, y'all, some of the time, I'm sorry, it's not worth it. And that's just being real. Some of the time it's not, but that's not for me to decide. You know what I'm saying? But if this person is worth it to you, right? Like, if this person is worth it to you, then yes, you have to, in spite of how you're feeling, in spite of what it's looking like, in spite of what they said, in spite of what it's not looking like, you have to tell the story that you guys are together and that everything has worked out, and whatever it is that you want, okay? Distance is not a hindrance. Nothing is a hindrance, truthfully. Nothing is a hindrance except your ability to discipline your mind And honestly, to discipline your not necessarily, I don't want to say necessarily your emotions. It's really more your self-concept. That's something I noticed from coaching many people about SP stuff, is the people that shift their SPs, and even for me myself, when it came to actually shifting my SP, it comes from, there's a state of mind that you come into where you see yourself as above this. And I don't mean that in like looking down on somebody, but I mean you get off your knees for this person. You stop groveling for this person. You stop seeing this person like they fucking spinning the world on their finger or some shit, and you start to see yourself like that. And when you see yourself like that, they see you like that. Okay? How to stay positive when your mind gives you many dumbass reasons to be in doubt. Okay. So the mind is going to do that. All right. Like, this is the thing. The mind, this is something else I've been learning as I've been studying the Bible. The Bible talks a lot about the different aspects of mind. Okay. And doubt and fear and questioning and all of this stuff is one of those aspects that be there. Just be there. And so if you guys are expecting like, damn, well, I have these oppositions, so that means that I can't manifest it. It's like, no, it doesn't mean that. It simply means that you need to discipline your mind in spite of and in face of whatever reasons that is telling you. Okay. When you give your mind supremacy, and you know that your mind creates, like, this is the thing. Again, you guys, if your mind creates, then what does it matter? Right? What does it matter? If like, but you don't really believe that. In those moments when you're letting your doubts and your fears take over, you're not really believing that. Okay? Okay. You're not changing the circumstance, you're playing in the circumstance? Not really. You're not concerned with the circumstance. You are identifying and choosing the circumstance that you would rather be in. You're changing your mind. You're changing your mind. You're aligning your mind with the outcome of whatever circumstance that you want. What would you prefer? Oh no, my curls are stuck. My SP is about to commit to me soon, Olivia. Not sure if you remember, but I was worried and trying way back when. I do remember Love Passion. Now our relationship is so beautiful. I love that. Congratulations, beautiful. Rachel, oh my gosh, you're back. How did you do it? Oh my God. I'm happy to see you. Yes. Okay. Ray Charles to the 3D shit. Hey, Rug, are you still here? How far up am I? Hey, Rugrat. Derek, I'm sorry. Don't feel stupid and don't refer to yourself as broke, okay? Revise that, Derek. Revise it. Revise that you did have it, okay? Revise that you walked away with it, all right? Don't get down on yourself. It's okay. I think it's really brave that you tried, okay? Thank you, May. All right, you guys, I think when you fully surrendered your SP, did he still come into your mind when you imagined a home and marriage? Yes, he did. When I surrendered him, I was still thinking, I wasn't trying to create anymore. Let me say from that point. what it was, what I accepted that, well, I'm a goddess on earth, so I know that I'm going to be with the love of my life. I know that that's already a done deal, and there's not really anything that I need to do to make that happen. Like, that's just what it is, you know? So, but sometimes I would imagine, like, what will he be like, right? Like, what will my person be like? And when I would imagine him, I couldn't see him because I don't know, I just couldn't see him, but I could smell him and like feel his presence and his energy. And it was my SP's presence and energy and smell. But even when that was the case, I was still just like, what are you doing here? in my in my in my imagination. Thank you, Rug. Are you still here? Wait, I can't tell how you are still here. Oh, let's stay positive, guys. I love you, Reggie. Okay. All right. Yes, there's a scripture in the Bible that says, Lord, I believe, but help my unbelief. I literally did that scripture yesterday. Okay, Olivia, I'm wanting to flip stuff with my SP and I'm aiming to get quicker instant results rather than waiting for weeks. Any tips to help? Okay. Completely drop the old story and completely step into the new one. That's it. Like, completely stop looking at it as like there's something to change. Ooh, even better. Come into the energy of the answered prayer, right? Come into the energy of the answered prayer. Come into the energy of the wish fulfilled, of this person is already exactly how you wanted them to be. Like, completely reject whatever it is that they were doing. And just like, no. Like, really see, y'all gotta see this world as multidimensional, okay? It is. It's just like Alice in Wonderland, right? What if everything that really was really wasn't, right? Yeah. Okay. Oh, thank you, Rachel. You are so, so sweet. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad that it got figured out. So I do Bible scriptures. I do a metaphysical breakdown of the Bible every day in my Patreon. There is a link in the description for that. Every day there's a scripting prompt and a metaphysical Bible breakdown. The scripting prompts are for a 30-day challenge. This 30 days, we're about to start, I believe tomorrow, is going to be on luck. So we're going to be manifesting like that lucky self-concept, because luck, I feel like when you feel into the energy of luck, it's very close to the energy of the God state. It's an energy of just automatically, naturally getting what you want. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Yes, you can ask me a question about God, but I am about to go. But I am intending that this prospers you all immensely. Okay. Okay, that's actually a really good question. How do you put your faith in something that you can't confirm to be true? This is actually a very good question, okay? So that is actually essentially what faith is. Faith is something that you can't, like, faith is not based off of what's in front of you, all right? Faith is based off of something deeper, right? Faith is being sure of what you hope for and certain of what you do not see. Now, how I personally, why I have faith is actually because I have confirmed it. And this is why I tell you guys to try it. I will most likely, I'm not going to say never have said it because I probably have, but most likely I don't tell you guys, hey, take my word for it. Hey, just do what I say, right? I say, try it yourself. Take what resonates, right? But for me, my faith comes from me knowing, me doing it time and 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 time again, and getting the result. A lot of my faith comes from things that we would call like glitches in the matrix, where I am seeing my thought be manifested in real time instantaneously in front of me. And that happens to me all the time. Okay? All the time, every day. Like, just it to me, there's no question of, are we really creating? Are we really manifesting? Like, I already know, you know? And I will say this though. I will say this. I don't claim to know everything. Okay? I don't claim to know everything. I don't believe that I know everything. Right? Like, I don't believe that. I said this in another video. I don't know that we have the ability. I mean, I guess we have the ability to do everything, you know, but I don't know that we have the ability to really conceive of all that God is in this form. But I trust what feels correct within myself. And that's what I suggest that you guys do. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Does your relationship with God disappear or go distant if you sin? But in a little way, I mean, maybe you say a lie. Is he going to forgive me all the time? I mean, all the time? Well, okay, Rodrigo, it sounds like more for you. You are more speaking about like a religious God. And even the religious gods say that, yeah, that God will forgive you, you know? But I don't think that God is judging you, right? Like, I don't think that God is looking at you like you're bad or disappearing from you. I think that we can, like, here's the thing about God, right? God is closer than close, nearer than hands and feet, right? So you can't be separate from God, but you can be in awareness of separation from God. And the more aware of you being separate or apart from God that you are, the more you feel that and experience that separation, that illusion of separation. And the more aware that you are of being close and one with God, right? The more that you're experiencing that oneness with God. Okay. Okay. How do you stay disciplined? This is a really good question too. Practice. That's what I be telling y'all. Practice, practice, practice. Practice makes perfect, okay? Discipline, that's any discipline, all right? So practice. You need to be every single day putting your mind towards something, okay? This is why I say to manifest every day, you guys. Put your mind towards something that is not obviously what it is, okay? And watch it manifest. The more that you do that, the more that you'll see that your mind has supremacy over the 3D. And to be honest, I think that's one of the only ways for us to really get it more than a concept, okay? Okay. Okay. For money, I don't know where to start. I can't get myself to start a business or something. Okay. A starter affirmation. I was reading Neville today and he did I have a lavish, steady, dependable income. You could do that one, right? I have a lavish, steady, dependable income. You could do that one. But really when it comes to money, you guys, okay, I would say when it comes to money, these are the two things that really work. One, robotic affirming, saturating your mind, rampaging, like really going hard. This is actually another way to discipline your mind because as I've said, your mind automatically is used to and trained to think bullshit. And so when you start to want to think better thoughts, your mind doesn't always be like, oh yeah, sure, let's think better thoughts, you know? So like rampaging, robotic affirming, really drenching and saturating your mind with the new idea that I'm rich as fuck. Money is abundantly available in my experience. Money is available like oxygen. I'm surrounded by money. I'm in an overflow of money. Whatever it is, like doing that, like that's a good thing. But let me tell y'all a secret, okay? I told y'all that the people in my my God level manifesting, my group coaching, mind you, we started on Monday. By Tuesday or Wednesday, one of them had manifested $10,000 and one of them had manifested $4,000. And this was from a shifting in state, okay? This, for me, is what worked for me when it comes to money, and what always works for me when it comes to money is shifting from I don't have to I do. What would I do? What would it look like? What would my day be like if I did have it? How would I feel in my body if I did have it? okay? And really shifting on the identity level, okay? Shifting on the identity level. A really good starter for you, Idona, is I'm a master at manifesting money. And use it as an affirmation, but actually tap into that feeling. What if that were true? What if you were a master at manifesting money? How would it feel to you? How would you be thinking about money? How would you be thinking about your manifestation of money? Okay? Henry says, I've skateboarded my whole life, and to be honest, you cannot do any trick unless you manifest it. You really have to visualize yourself doing and landing the trick before you commit. You know what's so funny is that's how I learned about lucid dream. I was dating a skateboarder like years ago, and he was like, yeah, you know, you wake up in your dreams, and I practice my skate tricks in my dream, and then when I wake up I can do them. And I was like, what do you mean you wake up in your dream? Like, it was like one of the most mind-blowing things ever. But yes, he said he would practice his skateboarding tricks in his dream and wake up and be able to do it. All right, okay guys, I'm about to go. If you guys would like to join the God Level Manifesting that's starting next month, it's going to be starting on September 7th. Yes, Beauty Alchemist, you said that as I'm saying it. It's going to be starting September 7th. The link is in the description for you guys to sign up and secure your spot. But other than that, I'm intending that this prospers you immensely. I'm intending massive, massive love, connection, beauty over you and your SP, you and your person. I'm intending a massive shift. I'm intending that they seem like, wow, like I don't even recognize you. Like you're so different and they're so healed and you're both so whole and you both are just so harmonious and your relationship is so beautiful. And I'm intending that it hurries the fuck up, because why should we wait if there's no time? Okay, so I'm sending you guys infinite love. I love you too, Henry. Welcome in. You seem like a great addition to the community. Sending you all infinite love to all my regulars. I love you guys so freaking much. You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. You're perfect. You're beautiful. You're amazing. You're rich. You're powerful. You're divine. Okay? Like, you're amazing. I'm gonna make another video for you guys, and I will see you guys in a video. Actually, not tomorrow. Well, the video I'm about to make will be posted tomorrow, but I'm going to Florida tomorrow, so I'll see you guys after that. And I love you guys.